filmed before a live studio audience.
Hi everyone, and welcome back to In the Kitchen with Karen. I'd like to give a huge shout out to all my new subscribers for joining me today. Really appreciate it. So now that it's officially fall, and it's gonna hopefully be a little bit cooler, I thought I would show you my chili recipe. It has a lot of the usual suspects in it. We got the tomato sauce, the ground beef, the chili powder, and all the other seasonings, but what's gonna make this one a little bit different is Dr. Pepper. Now I know it sounds weird, but it's gonna add that really nice little flavor that you're not quite sure what's in there. Now you can make this in a pressure cooker, like Instant Pot, or you can make it in a crock pot. But today I'm just gonna make it on top of the stove, and you would make it the same way. You would just, of course, cook it longer in the crock pot or shorter in the Instant Pot. I have all my ingredients ready, so let's get started. So the first thing that we're gonna need for our chili is 1 small onion, finely diced. Now, most of this small onion is gonna go into the chili, and then we're gonna reserve about 1/4 of it to top our finished chili. Now I'm just gonna add a tablespoon of extra virgin olive oil. In a large Dutch oven or pan, we are gonna add our ground beef and our onions, and we're gonna brown that really well. Now this is 1.5 pounds of ground beef. I like to use the 80-20 because it has a little bit more fat content, and you know what they say, fat equals flavor. Now if you'd rather substitute ground turkey or ground chicken, that works too. Okay, now we're gonna go ahead and add in our spices. We're gonna be using some Hidden Valley Ranch dry seasoning mix, some chili powder, some garlic powder, and some Italian seasoning. Okay, now we are gonna add our diced tomatoes. Now these particular tomatoes have hatch green chilies in them, so you can find those are really good, but otherwise just use regular diced tomatoes. And now we're gonna add some tomato sauce, and now we're gonna add the chili beans. Now these chili beans I like because they already have seasoning in them. So they already have chili powder, garlic, things to make them spiced up a little bit. And now it's time for our secret ingredient, 1.5 cups of regular Dr. Pepper. And now we're gonna give this a good stir and let it simmer for 20 minutes. So while our chili is busy simmering away for 20 to 30 minutes, I thought I would throw together a quick homemade cornbread. Okay, let's get started making our quick cornbread. In a bowl, I have 1/3 cup of melted butter. To that, I'm gonna crack in 2 eggs. Now make sure your butter is a little bit cooled down before you add the eggs, because we don't want scrambled eggs. Now let's give that a little stir. That looks good. Now we're gonna add our baking soda and baking powder. We're gonna need 1.5 teaspoons of baking powder and 1/2 teaspoon of baking soda. Now we're gonna need 3/4 of a cup of all-purpose flour. and 1 cup of yellow cornmeal. You could also use white cornmeal. Almost forgot the salt. 1/2 teaspoon of salt. Okay, now we're going to give this a mix. And we are going to slowly incorporate 1½ cups of buttermilk. Okay, that looks good. Now take a round cake pan or 8x-inch square baking pan and spray it with nonstick cooking spray. And now we're going to pour in our batter, spreading it evenly. And now my oven has been preheating at 400 degrees, and that's just going to bake for 20 to 25 minutes or until it's a nice light golden brown on top. Okay guys, so our chili has been simmering for 30 minutes, and as you can see, it's thickened up quite a bit. Now this is not one of those super thick chilies that you know, it doesn't have any sauce. So this is just more of a looser style chili, but the flavors are truly amazing. And now I'm gonna dish it up in 2 different ways. So here's our finished cornbread. It's just got a nice light golden brown on top. And now I'm gonna serve up a slice. It's probably a little too hot. I probably should have let that cool off a little bit, but that's okay. That is some hot cornbread. And now we're gonna add some chili to our bowl. Now this is the part that you can add any extras you like. I like shredded cheese on top of mine. And I like a little of the leftover chopped onions that we didn't cook. And a little dollop of sour cream. And there you have it. Our Dr. Pepper chili and cornbread. Now here's an alternate way that you can serve your chili. I like to call it chili mac. Just boil some macaroni pasta, put that in a bowl, and add your chili on top. And there you have it, chili mac. Okay guys, I'm gonna try a bite, and I'm gonna try the chili mac, even though I like the regular chili with the cornbread equally as well, but I'm just gonna try it this way. So let's try it. I love it. You can definitely taste the chili powder and the other spices that are in it, but then you also get that really subtle hint of sweetness from the Dr. Pepper. It just gives it that really well-rounded taste to it. It's got a little spiciness to it. Now, if you like your spicier, feel free to add some extra chili powder or some tabasco or hot sauce or whatever you like. I am a wimp when it comes to hot food, so I can't have anything spicy. So Chris usually doctors his up with a lot of hot sauce and jalapenos. So anyway, it's really, really good. I hope you guys give it a try. So I hope you guys will give this a like. And if you haven't subscribed yet, hit that bell. And I'll see you on the next episode.